Hi class, welcome to our course. My name is Professor Ross. In this video, I will provide a brief overview of our course sequence. When you log into CougarView, you will see course home, content, communication, assessment, grades, and tutor.com at the top part of your screen. On the left-hand side, you will see various tabs that will allow for you to go into our weekly modules. So far, you should see the Start Here orientation, the syllabus, the course guide, course textbooks, and then you'll see something that says sentence structure assessments. I'll explain what that is momentarily, followed by your introduction week and week number 2, which consists of the foundations of writing. When we have our in-person class session, I will explain how to navigate our CougarView page. But essentially, this course is a second-level English course that builds on the introduction of writing, exploration, and investigation that you had learned in English Composition 1101. And this course focuses on writing this argument. When we talk about writing this argument, there are various ways and best practices to approach an argumentative paper. The two main methods that we will examine in this class will be the Aristotelian method and also the Rogerian method. Once you click here, you'll be able to click into our course syllabus. Course syllabus outlines my instructor information, the course description, your course learning outcomes, the required materials, which are already embedded in the course, the standardized grading scale, and also the projects and attendance policies. You will find the AI policy, academic honesty, and also the ADA Section 504 statement, as well as the accessibility statement that is standard across the entire university. For more specified information about the course, I would suggest that you click on the course guide. I have provided 2 links in the course guide, or 2 resources rather. The first one is a Word document that outlines the overarching course arc for the course. And then the second one is a visual infographic guide of the course. If you click here, you'll be redirected to the infographic. And this will give you simply an overview of what we're doing week by week. Okay. I will refer to this often, usually at the beginning of the week, so we know what our agenda is and also what our objectives are. You can look at this during your own time. If you are intimidated by the visuals, or if you prefer a more synchronized version of the course outcome, you can look at the Word document attachment. Here is a Word document of our course guide. As you can see, in week 1, we will have introductions. We will go over the syllabus in its entire manner, and you will do an in-class writing assessment. Thereafter, you will go to week 2, where you will do a video talent show, go through the rhetorical situation, writing purposes, and sentence structure. Week 3 consists of looking at reading from a thematic place. So we will examine stories and readings from the liberated readers' responses. When we get to week 4, we will examine APA, American Psychological Association. Most of you are familiar with MLA, which is Modern Language Association, and some of you may be familiar with APA or even CMS or some of the other convention styles, but we will do a deep dive into APA. For week 5, we will start our first writing this argument paper, which will be the Aristotelian method paper. That will be coupled with taking a trip to the Bolt Bartlett Museum at the downtown campus so that we can examine the Aristotelian method and themes through the Aristotelian process. For week 6, we will continue with our writing this argument, and you will posture your arguments for a comparative analysis using the Aristotelian method. Thereafter, we will go to week 7, which is the Rogerian argument. And this argument, you will actually do a collaborative learning activity where you will get into a group and you will create a creative presentation regarding a current event that is happening using the Rogerian process to take your stance about that issue. Students in the past have really enjoyed this particular assignment, and it's often highlighted to be one of the favorite parts of the course. So I look forward to seeing what you all create. After the midterm of the course, you will go back to working on argument in an individual way. And this is where you're going to put everything that we've done throughout the course. That would be your Aristotelian and your Rogerian to create a comprehensive research paper where you would do a deep dive into scholastic and scholarly research. So that will start with a research proposal, followed by annotated bibliography, followed by your argumentative paper. Towards the end of the course, you will indeed present your findings and also have a conference and provide portfolios. The grading scale is broke down as such. Each project is worth 20 points. So you have 20 points for your Aristotelian paper, 20 points for your Rogerian paper, and 20 points for your final argumentative paper. Now, please note, these are all different length requirements, but each project has its own assignments that is associated with the project. So there will still be equity with the projects. So, you may say, well, how am I getting, 20% for a 3 to 5 page paper, but a 10 to 15 page paper also has 20%. Well, that's because there are most likely less assignments with the project that has a smaller length requirement. Here you will see the classroom conduct standards and expectations. We will go over this in its entirety during our class time. We want to make sure that when we are in class and even engaging online, that we maintain a professional learning environment. And then finally, here you have the Academic Center for Tutoring. This is a standardized message to all students from the ACT resource that we have here on campus. And so I encourage you to use it, and I will talk to you about navigating that resource. If you have any additional questions, feel free to speak to me after class or to make an appointment during my office hours. Thank you.